Hello, my name is Marcus Inosa. The organization I decided to choose for my PowerPoint is BetterWorldBooks. The category I was assigned was the social business, which is what this is. An overview of BetterWorldBooks. It's a social business that was started in 2002 by a couple of college friends, Christopher Crews, who just goes by Crews, and Xavier Helgeson. They were studying as undergrads at the University of Notre Dame. And they, at the time, were working as tutors for the Notre Dame football team. And something that they noticed was that there was a lot of textbooks and unused books laying around, and so they decided to utilize the internet, post these books online to sell, and they, from then on, started making success and were able to create this successful social business of selling used books. The purpose of the organization is stated on their website, and it says, "We believe the power of knowledge, so our goal is to help those who supply it and share it with those who crave it, which is why every action we take and every book purchase you make helps fund it." So here's some examples of impact that this organization was able to accomplish. It's the amount of books that they have donated over the years, the amount of money that they've raised for literacy programs and libraries, and then the amount of books that they've also been able to reuse or recycle. So their purpose or main focus that they focused on is obviously utilizing used books and profiting from that, but also providing books and funding literacy programs to help improve literacy amongst poor populations or people who struggle with these issues. So as a result, they've been able to increase literacy, especially in poorer countries. They've been able to create a successful business profiting from this and having enough money to fund charities and different programs that help assist many different people throughout the world. And then they've also been able to make a positive impact on the environment. The less books that are having to be made, the better. So less trees are being cut down to create paper, and so just preventing books from ending up in landfills is another big thing that they've been able to accomplish. So here's their business model that they've been able to create. So it's just pretty basic. They obviously collect unwanted books, and throughout the years, they've been able to find different ways to receive these donations. They obviously have individuals collect or donate their books, libraries, college campuses. They also have been utilizing drop boxes, so people can just go and stop at these locations and donate their books. But so they collect all these books, and then they go forward and sell these unwanted books or used books, and are able to make a profit. They utilize the internet on their website to post all these books that are available for sale. And so when they sell these books, they make a profit and so forth. And then since they have so much profit, they're able to have extra money to fund education and literacy programs, helping those in need who have books or struggle with education, so forth. And thus they're accomplishing their mission, which is to provide books to those who need it the most at inexpensive prices. So in regards to the used books, which is their product, some challenges that I've seen that they probably have faced is the quality of used books. Customers could be like, "Why would I buy a used book when I can get a brand new one? It looks better, it looks cleaner," and vice versa. Sometimes people just like new things. Another issue is how they're providing books to those who need it at an affordable price, or selling books to those who probably don't have access to the internet, which is like their main source of way of selling their product. And then with increased new technology such as digital books that are being sold on um, things like Kindle, iPads, even iPhones or smartphones and technology in general. So with the increase of these kind of technologies in the future will um, make the purpose of physical copies of books not as popular. But some things that I've been able to see how they were able to overcome these challenges and be successful. Obviously, their business is growing. Customers are willing to buy used books at a cheaper price over new books. A big example is college students and their families are more than willing to pay for used textbooks at a reduced price. And some colleges that sell their textbooks at a very expensive price. So people are more than willing to do what they need to do to save money. Another thing that I have seen is they have charitable programs that allow them to donate books and set up events in poor countries that don't necessarily have internet, but have physical events that allow people to come and are able to receive physical copies of books, thus accomplishing the goal to provide books to those who need it the most, despite whatever barriers that they may have. Um, at the end of the day, physical copies of the books are going to be cheaper than what the prices of technology, such as I said, iPads, Kindles, smartphones. So in some poor countries, it's still going to be necessary to continue providing physical copies of books, despite the advancement in digital technology. And they're just finding success because, as I said, they're providing an alternate um, source of business. People don't have to go to colleges or other expensive businesses to pay for brand new books when there's businesses just like BetterWorldBooks who can provide the same books that are used at a very reduced price. They're very affordable. And so here I was able to look at how they specifically collect the books in order to sell them. And so as I read on their website, they collect donations from libraries, individual people can also donate their books and ship them to their headquarters or drop them off at the donation boxes that they have placed in multiple different locations. And college campuses can also donate their um, old or used textbooks that they don't want to keep. And so this is like the main source of way that this organization receives their product. And then they have been successful with selling and making profits by selling used books. That they have a system where if one buys a book, they will donate one book per purchase. So thus they're making profit, but at the same time, still um, doing what they can to continue to solve this social issue, which is the lack of books and literacy issues. Um, so how Better World Books has networked, from what I've seen, is they have worked very closely with the college that they've gone to, the University of Notre Dame, has been essential to their success in regards to helping them network and find connections, such as investors, mentors, and business executives. So, because of these connections that they were able to receive from the University of Notre Dame, it has increased their business and helped them have a bigger impact on the world that they would not have been able to do just by themselves. So, just some things I recommended um, that they can continue to do to be more successful is obviously training local populations, um, helping them host their own book sales, in return helping them earn an income, a way of living, providing more jobs, and so forth. But at the same time, just helping the local population um, provide used books and the product that they're selling, and thus this will increase the productivity of the business, and will help them continue to increase and grow in their mission. And then obviously assisting other social innovations to solve other social issues. I know poverty is always going to be an issue that's going to be around, and education and literacy is a big factor that can help reduce this social issue. So if they can help other organizations with that, that will continue to increase their impact on the world. So my recommendation that they can use, there definitely is um, ability for them to scale on this social issue. There's always going to be poverty. There's always going to be um, people who struggle with having access to books and education. So the social issue um, will for sure be able to increase and grow, and they can be able to replicate this and help um, many people continue with this same structure that they have. They also, with their connections with Notre Dame, can work in other college campuses, providing inexpensive textbooks, allowing poor college students to be able to buy textbooks at a reduced price, helping them save money and allowing them to continue to receive an education without having to face financial burdens. And like I said, there's always going to be countries that will have education and literacy problems. And so providing books and funding literacy programs will continue to make a difference in the world, and especially in these other countries. I know they have a lot of work that they've been doing in Africa, doing book drives and such. And so if they continue this, any other poor countries or areas that need this, there's always going to be work for them to do. Here's my references.